Welcome back, everybody. This is one I think you're going to like. Everything on this CRF is sort of hard to actually work with. I'm looking for an idea to actually rip the seat off without any tools. I've come up with this idea. It seems to be a really good concept. Let's see how it goes. First of all, we have our seat. You got this back bracket that holds on the actual seat. You have to undo these two retaining bolts. So you take them off. So now we're left with them. Bracket can come off. What we actually need is two wing nuts of this style. So wing bolts, sorry. These are 40mm length in the actual thread. You'll need two washers, two spring washers, and two nylock nuts to suit the 6x1 mil thread that goes into the seat recess. We'll put all this together and you'll see exactly how it goes. Okay, here at the bike, we have obviously the bike, seats off. This is the bracket we just took off from the seat. What we want to do is we want to mount this bracket underneath. Put your seat bolts back in. So you want to get this center as possible. It sort of finds its own spot where it actually goes to. So there's no sort of problem there. So you do these up, make sure it all locates. Like so, just snug it up. Now what we want to do is we want to use a drill. Find exactly center, and you have to drill through the bottom of the guard. So it's all the way through, nice and straight. So we just want two 6mm holes straight through. That's all we need to do there. And the next step is going to be assembling the whole unit. So the next part of this is we've put the wing bolts through. We've put the nylock nuts on so the nylock is towards the guard. We have a spacing of 20mm from this point here to the top of the bolt. So 20mm there from there. Next, we add the spring washer and a normal washer. Both sides, spring washer, normal washer. Now this part here, you get your bracket, you put your bracket back in the right position, you just slot the bolts, they'll sit up through. And this actually holds it all in, so these wing bolts that retain your seat, they now stay in here, they can't fall out because they're sitting in between the two bracket and the guard. I put a little bit of Loctite on the actual nylock nut, just to add a bit more security so it won't vibrate, but it's quite firm when you use nylocks anyway, so nip all them up. So that's how it will sit. They'll be locked on, just snug them up. Now we can put the seat on. So the seat just goes on now, and the actual wing nuts are underneath. All you gotta do is screw them, and if you've got your holes in the right spot, you'll be able to just wind them up, no worries. So you've got these two 6mm by 40mm wing bolts that you just do up, and they just sit underneath the guard. So basically, you can take the seat off any time. If you have panniers on the side, you don't need to take this stuff off. If you got your air filter set up, I'm going to be putting a modified air filter on this, so mine will be under the seat. And that way you can just take the seat off, clean the air filter, you don't have to take guards and everything off. So if we have a look at that now, underneath here. Now these protrude down a little bit, but I've checked the travel of the wheel, and unless you're running a really big tyre size, it shouldn't foul on there. I suggest if you run big tyre size that you can change these out for an Allen key head and they can sit flush with the guard. I just want ease of maintenance, so basically I can just undo those and then it can come straight off. And it's simple as that. Easy enough to take it back off. Just two. This one. And because you have that spring washer and the actual going through the guard, they're firm. There's no way that they're going to vibrate out. And that's it. Once you lift it off, they stay here, they can't come out. So it really is a true toolless entry. I'm going to have an air filter set up on this different to what everyone else has done. I'm having a scoop here. This whole section here, all this is getting removed, is going to be air filter. So it's going to have a lot more surface area than what everyone else is doing. Modified airbox and everything, that'll be the next stage. So yeah, I thought you'd like to have a look at that. To me, this is perfect. Give it a whirl, cheap. 2 bolts, some washers, and some drilling. So can't get any easier than that.